It is hot as, I don't even know if I imagine hell. It's this hot plus hotter. I can't imagine. It's hot. But anyway, we're fixing to go through check and get this thing on the left and see what all we need to do. Getting ready for him to go out for hot laps, get everything all squared away. Still got the battery charger on it. The last time, if you remember, we came to any big race in Tennessee, we went to Smoky Mountain and completely forgot to charge the battery. So we got that on there this time. We're good to go. Brad's about to get ready to get in the car. I think we're going out pretty soon. So they can get to work on tires and change the tires real quick. What'd you say, Beth?
I think we need some new tires.
Yeah. Hey, it just looked like it wasn't scotch coming off though. It looked like you were super loose.
Well,
you got to spit out every time.
It's old tires. Which means it's still a little snug getting in the corners and all, but we'll be alright.
You think so?
We just gotta get some new rubber.
Okay.
I mean, that's the rubber we was practicing all last night, so.
Right.
They're wore out.
The car felt good though?
Yeah, the car felt good. I mean, gear felt good. We was about right where we need to be on RPM, so yeah, I think it'll be alright.
Okay.
We just gotta get some speed and also.
God almighty, you scared me.
I think some tires will be some speed. We get that fresh rubber. We might make a minor shock adjustment, but nothing major.
Okay, sounds good. Alright guys, so we just looked at my race pass on Brad's phone, and so far we're not good on time. And you can see this is us right now. We are 17th out of 19, but we're on practice tires from yesterday that we had a lot of laps on, and we also have a flat top motor. We still have our Talladega motor in. Right now it's a heavy racetrack. Right now it's a motor track. So hopefully it'll slick off and dry out just a little bit before qualifying so that we're not so behind the 8-ball. But Brad's making some shock adjustments out there right now on the right rear, which is mainly what we were adjusting on yesterday as well. So he's gonna make some shock adjustments and see if we can get just a little bit better. And Joel are getting fuel in it. Brad and Maggie are out there talking to a little fan of ours that watches us. We appreciate everybody that's came by and talked to us this weekend. Every time we come to Georgia, we have so many people that come and talk to us. It makes us feel good. We appreciate everybody that watches our channel. Like I've said in the video before, we would have zero reason to do it if it weren't for you guys. So we really do appreciate you guys supporting us. for Group A for qualifying. We qualified 8, I think out of 14 cars. So we are locked in to the show. We will start 16th in the big show. Hot laps and qualifying, the track still has a little bit of moisture, so it's still a little bit of a motor track, you'd say.
Not really. I think I'd have had a better lap at first lap. I bobbled just a little bit in 3 and 4, and I had to burp it.
Yeah.
And that would have been my best lap.
Yeah.
But regardless, I mean, we locked into the show. I mean, it might have been by the hair of our chin, but we locked into the show, and I mean, that's a win right there. Not have to run B-main tires and fuel the way it is. So
Yeah.
we'll take it. We'll go out here. It's getting a little rough in 3 and 4. Hopefully we can. Hopefully it'll be where you can race around it and not have to go through it.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll take that.
But realistically, this is the hardest competition anywhere in this area.
No doubt.
Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia. You can't
Sure.
ever.
I mean, you know, in our group you had Skip, you had Cameron Weaver, Todd,
Hernandez.
Jaden Frame. I mean, you got a lot of good.
John Owenby.
Yeah, and then the second group you got Ronnie, you got
Hayden Owenby. Hayden was in ours.
Picklesheimer. Man, I mean, that's what I like about this Topless series. I mean, you're racing against, you know, you're racing against the best.
It lets you know where you're at in your program.
Right, for sure. I mean, you know, I've looked up to that man right there for a long time, and he's actually done some work on on that other GRT I had. So, I mean, just to be out there racing with him, that's pretty cool. I mean, we're behind him, but that's pretty cool, you know. So, I mean, it's just one of the things. We came down here last night trying to get laps on this track, and I mean, that's the main thing about this place. It kicks our tail every time, and we just don't have enough. We don't have a notebook built here, but we've learned a lot this weekend. We throwed something at it right there before qualifying. We talked it over, and Joel had an idea. We all had an idea, so we kind of met in the middle. And
As a matter of fact, though, I told you to go to the middle last night, and you went all the way.
Well, all or nothing, baby.
Oh, are we right?
So, anyways, but no, I mean, it's good to make it into the show and not have to worry about that, like I said. So we'll roll out here for 40 laps and see how she goes. All we can do is just go out there and not tear nothing up, have us a good run, and we'll see where we end up at the end of the night.
Okay. All right, guys, you heard it from the driver. Right now, we're just in a waiting pattern. They still got to do, let's see. So they still, I think they're about to do this, and then they got to do national anthems, B-mains, and then we are right here in the lineup. So we've got a lot of racing to be done before we go out, so we'll relax and just chill. Huh?
No, they better not be a lot of races in
I don't even think they've even went out yet. And then you got national anthem, B-hobby. So I don't think there's going to be a race. B-hobby has like what, 2? So they ain't going to be running. And then they'll have a B-main for Topless, B-hobby, 604 front wheel drive, and then us. So you got 4 races before, 3 races.
They need to get on it because I got to work tomorrow.
Chris, you going to be tired tomorrow? Huh. Alright guys, so they're making some changes on the rear of the car. Brad's under the right rear, Joel's under the left rear. Looks like we're making some pretty big changes, seeing if we can find just a little bit of speed for the feature. Maggie's trying to be almost on the kid here. I don't know where she's going. Hey, your daddy's over here. Daddy's right there. You see Daddy? Get Daddy. Get it. Get Daddy. You sweet baby. You get Daddy? Hey! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Alright, so Brad's getting ready to go out right now. This little buddy that was over here earlier is on the car with him, so he's getting ready to pull out for the feature.
Sorry guys, something happened to the in-car camera shortly after we pulled on the track right here. It malfunctioned, so we definitely won't be able to put any kind of in-car video this week. And like Dallas said, the bleachers were full by the time she got up for the feature, so she just had the video from right here, and hopefully we'll be able to see as much as we can.
come out. He just couldn't get a good restart. On the last couple of laps, he said it felt like he had a throttle issue. We're not exactly sure what that is just yet, but we'll check into that once we get home. We're gonna get a word with the driver and see what he thinks. First of all, what do you think of that Gator Light?
Try this. Just so you know, Gatorade, I wouldn't sponsor and endorse you. Gator Light. Pretty daggone good.
Alright, but anyways, what do you feel in the feature? How did you feel so far was? And stop before we ever start. Who do you have to thank for the help tonight?
Nick Smith. I mean, he all day long he's been giving me advice and asking me where this is and where that's at.
Smashing your springs?
Yeah, I mean, we took the 2 shocks over to Tim Clark's trailer. They let me use the spring smasher,
Which is who Nick works for.
Yeah, and he both of those guys was nice enough to help me out, so got to thank both of them. He really helped me out there for the feature. I mean, it was night and day difference. I mean, just like I said before we went out qualifying, new rubber was going to make a big difference. Cause we've been on, junk tires all weekend, and I mean, I think if we'd have made a bigger swing in qualifying, I think we'd have been a lot better off. We just buried ourselves in qualifying, and just kind of had to ride there for a little bit, let the craziness calm down, and once Jaden got around me, I knew he's pretty good around this place, so I saw he was rolling the top, and I thought, well, heck, that's where I'm gonna try to follow him, and I think I pretty much followed him all the way up through there, and then there towards the end of the race, I was able to diamond the corner off a little bit, roll the center once my right rear got good and hot. And, I mean, I think we could have maybe picked up 1 or 2 more cars off if them last 2 cautions wouldn't have come out, but
you could. You were up to 8.
Just one of them things. We had 2 couple cautions, and I don't think I done a good job of keeping the right rear hot like I needed to. Plus, I had to start on the inside both times. And
your dad was yelling at you. He's like, "What is he doing? Why is he not keeping it hot?"
I don't know if we had a return spring brake or something like that, but about that next to last caution we had, I couldn't spin my tires. It's like it was just choking it down. So, I mean, once again, we're gonna have to investigate that. Seems like it happens every week, but part of it. We came away with a good win, nothing tore up.
Good win. A good learning curve.
A good weekend. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed.
It's a win in our book.
Yeah,
that's the best we've ever been at.
Well, that's what I said. I told Charles earlier. I was like, hey, we didn't have to run a B main. It's locked into the show. That's a win in my book right there. I mean, this track kicks my tail, so I took that as a win. But to start the feature and go forwards, that meant a lot to me right there. Especially with the competition that was out there. Nothing to hang our heads on. Building book, building curve. We got a notebook from this weekend. We know what we like. We know what we done. We'll move forward to that and apply that the next time we come here. So, unsure of our plans for this coming weekend. We talked about going to Smoky Mountain with the Topless again, but we'll have to see how this week goes. We got kind of some expensive stuff that came up these last couple of weeks that we wasn't planning on. So we're just gonna have to look at the pocketbook and look at the tires after I get them washed and see how they look. So we'll go from there.
All right. So overall, we're very happy with our trip to Boyd's this weekend. I feel like Brad really showed out in the feature. He did an awesome job picking and choosing where he needed to go. Joel always gives him signs and signals and tells him where to go, but Brad did a very good job on just watching the track and knowing where to go, which, I mean, he's pretty good at that anyway, but it's kind of hard to do that with a track that you don't have any notes on and you don't really know it, but he did a great job tonight. We're super proud of him, and we're going home with a 9th place finish after starting 15th, so we're happy with that. Like he said, we'll keep the build a notebook, and we'll get back in the shop this week. Thanks to all of our sponsors, KT Heat and Air, Vinson Race Engines, and Warp Speed Performance Parts. Thanks to all those guys. Thanks to Capital Race Cars, Penske, RPI Racing Suspension. He's helped us out. He rebuilt our shocks this year. Also thanks to, again, Vinson Race Engines. Those 3 combinations hard to beat. Capital, Penthees, and Vinson. We've been blessed this year, to say the very least. We've had a good car everywhere we went. We've learned, just like we do everywhere. We learn at Talladega every week, but that's all you can ask for in this sport, is to learn. Because it's constantly a learning curve. You feel like you've got something, you feel like you're onto something, and then it throws a learning curve. It throws a curve at you. But I appreciate everybody watching. Thank you to Ray Young for helping us out this week. He sent us some money this week to help out with travel expenses, and that helps tremendously. We'll see you guys soon.